Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mero and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. In today's monthly goals, because you guys have requested the coming back of monthly goals video. So today, the 1st of March, is where I sum up my goals for the month of February. Have I met them? As well as what are my goals for the month of March. Now, in these monthly goals videos, I go over a lot of my different goals for different aspects. Like if I want to build a website for a certain niche, if I want to do more on a certain print-on-demand marketplace, what I want to do with YouTube, what I want to do about selling my own designs. For example, if I'm selling something for you guys to use for commercial purposes, like pieces of graphics or fonts, aka the monthly bundle, or if I want to sell printables to actual people on Etsy or on any other marketplace. As these videos started, like for me, I think I also added a lot of things from my life because they also affect, our work. I remember during June, like one of my goals was that I needed to clear up my Portuguese citizenship, which I thought I would have to go to Portugal for 2-3 weeks. So that was a huge, huge thing that affects what I'm doing with my business and also filming and how much time do I have, how much free time do I have, as well as the fact that at the end of January, we moved into a new apartment and we are going to move again at the end of March. So that's, the whole process of moving the apartment and also finding an apartment. And I know I'm moving apartments a lot, but there is a really good reason for that. Maybe I'll talk about it in this video. But I think that it's important to share with you guys what I'm doing, not just because I think that you're all super invested in my life, but for two reasons. One, maybe something that I did or I'm planning on doing or that I realize I don't want to do resonate with you in a way. Maybe it makes you say, oh, I wanted to do that. Or, yeah, she's right. This is not important. And directly relates to what you want to do with your own print-on-demand or printables journey. And maybe something that I say, not exactly what I'm doing, but the reasons why I failed. I think that's why I started these videos, to talk about how I did not meet my goals. Maybe seeing someone else online just saying, you know what, I didn't meet that goal, I was too busy. Life isn't always perfect. I mean, you can't plan every single thing, whether it's the good things or the bad. Maybe something bad happened, whether it's massively bad, like losing someone or being affected with this whole thing that's going on in the world right now, or having a personal tragedy, or maybe it's our condition, our mental and physical health, or maybe it's just something silly, like very bad internet connection in your apartment. Yeah, guys, try uploading anything to Society6 when you have 2 megabytes. Oh my God. Oh, it's been terrible. But the thing is that also the good things can affect us with, not meeting our goals. Maybe something really happy happened in your family and you're celebrating a lot. Maybe there has been a wedding or an event that you had to prepare for that took some of your time. Maybe you got accepted to a new and exciting job, and that job is something you want to invest your time in right now more than you did in your previous job, and you have less time for print on demand. Maybe you find yourself spending more time with your family and friends, because I think in a way, being chronically ill, a lot of people think that the majority of me messing up with work, and that could be that situation totally, would be because my mental or physical health got worse. But the truth is that whenever I get better, I also miss work because I sort of discover the world outside. And if you've been following me on Instagram, then you know I've been a little bit more weekend traveling lately, going to different places. So that also affects, because sometimes, you just look outside the window, and that happened in this recent weekend. I was looking at the forecast and it's pretty much Friday is going to be sunny. And for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be snow and no sun and cold. And I was like, oh, we have to do something. So we went with a couple of friends to Rila Monastery, and that's like 2 hours drive from here. And then on our way back, we stopped to a restaurant and then stopped at a supermarket. It was like a whole day, just, a whole working day just gone. And but that's okay, because it's the last day of sun and I was feeling kind of into it. And then waking up at Saturday, realizing that Saturday is also going to be sunny. So technically Saturday was the last day of sun. So we ended up going to this lake thing next to Ricotto. I have no idea how to pronounce that thing. And it's actually like a really cute lake that has this like tree island in the middle. Surprise, surprise. We drove like 2 hours and the lake was frozen. But there was an amazing restaurant there, and exploring the way there, stopping for a picnic, exploring on the way back. And then another day of work goes away, and you're already at the end of the month. Maybe you have to do your accounting. So it's a whole mess. And also because I'm living in this nomadic community, and also because my partner is doing his own thing online, some days you just find yourself not wanting to do your work and just invested in someone else's, starting a business or doing something, especially if it's your partner and you want to help them, build something that's going to support both of you eventually. So there's a lot of reasons why I think I can say this loud. I didn't meet any of my goals in February. So let me go over them for you. Feel so ridiculous now. So for my goals for the month of February. So I wanted to take Society6 from 66 designs to 120. Mind you, I have all these designs on my computer, but I only managed to get to 67 designs because of the very slow internet in my apartment. This problem should have been solved by now in the apartment. It wasn't, and it should have also been solved by me going to a co-working space in Bansko that has a really fast internet and working on this more from there. But the thing is that the several times that I did go, I ended up doing other things relating to the people that I haven't seen in a long time. And also I didn't go as much because there were a bunch of like frosty days and days that I needed to film at home. So that goal was completely missed. Teepublic. I wanted to go from 105 designs to 150, and I'm currently at 130 designs. Most of the designs are being uploaded during tutorials, but I still have a lot of other things that I want to upload, including other niches, which also relates to a March goal, so I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Zazzle. My goal was to go from 23 designs to 100. I'm at 24. Including setting up a new shop that has other products that sells wrapping paper, including buying a domain for wrapping paper and doing all the designs for wrapping paper for Easter and not uploading them again for the same reasons. And oh wow. Another goal that I had is to finish mayarroyo.com. Now, again, mayarroyo.com was initially purchased to support this channel, to be a place where I share resources with you guys and articles. Sometimes, like print PDFs and stuff like that. But instead, I'm going to fully use my PayHip store to do that. And Maya Royo was designated to be Maya Royo, to be a website that supports me as an artist with a new type of art that I'm making. I placed a coming soon page and designed it. So that is my page if you go from the Instagram of maya.royo, but I didn't do anything other than that. It's just, no. That did not happen. My last goal for the month of February was to upload between 15 to 17 videos to YouTube, and I upload 17, which takes me to the reasons why my goals failed. So obviously the internet. I mean, I do not have patience to just upload stuff to Society6. Not with this internet. I do not have the patience. And the thing is that the slow internet here, mostly the upload speed coming from a place, when I had in my previous apartment 40, 30, 50 megabyte upload speed, and here sometimes half a megabyte, and not being able to go to the co-working as much, that led to the fact that whenever I'd finish a video, instead of uploading it in 12 minutes, it takes 3 hours, and during that time I don't want to upload anything or use anything in my computer because I wanted to upload and not wait a million years. So that also messes things up and makes everything slower. And obviously there were a lot of other reasons. There were full days that I didn't work. There were days where I didn't want to work, if that makes any sense. And I think I talked about it a little bit when I was doing the video of 9 reasons why all my Etsy shops failed. And I was touching a lot about the medical condition there and the fact that in a lot of times, if the money you can make from the first success of a new business is not enough to do anything in your life, then that reason goes away. And it happened to me a lot when I was in Israel. So what? So I get a little bit more money from YouTube or from anything else, and what? I'll be able to eat a little bit more. Maybe I can buy a bit more medication. And here it's the reverse. I think the month of February, there was one day when I was calculating my income for this month, including income from the government of Israel. Like I'm fully disabled by the government of Israel, so I get a full allowance, which in Israel is not enough to live and eat and pay for medication all at the same time. So you have to choose. But here, that money is a lot. And I think it was 2 weeks ago that I realized that I made in January 3 times more than what my boyfriend and I together need to live. And I'm not trying to say, like feel like, oh, that poor girl, she's making too much money. It's not too much money. According to like Western standards, that's not a lot. But living in Bansko, if you're renting an apartment, is super cheap. I mean, you can rent stuff here for 200 euros or 250 euros, like a 1-bedroom apartment in like a nice area. And the cost of food here is not that high. So living in Bulgaria being so cheap, I think it kind of threw me off. And I've sort of been digesting the fact that ever since 2015, when I was diagnosed with PTSD and couldn't no longer work, I've been on survival mode financially. Coming out of that, even though I spent a lot of my time since 2015, and now I spent a lot of my time abroad, whether it's in Romania or Thailand or other places or Bulgaria for the almost a year, even though that I was always traveling to a cheaper place, to relax, knowing that I can't stay because I'm Israeli, so the passports and things like that. But when I came here last year and I got my Portuguese citizenship and I made residency in Bulgaria, I think it hit me 2 weeks ago that even if I don't work at all, even if I don't do anything, I still have money for food. And it was the first time in my life that if I don't work, I have money for food and an apartment. And that threw me off more than anything. I would find excuses not to work. I would still film because I love you guys and I love doing this. And I'm so excited about live premieres. But what do I want to do? Maybe I finally, for the first time in so many years, and this came also correlating with the fact that there was several Skillshare courses that really upped my game in Procreate, and one in particular that made me feel connected to that type of design. And I found my art. And for the first time in my life, I can do whatever I want. And I know that it's a rich people problem or whatever you call it, but I've never faced like options before. I froze, and I remember there was a day because we went to the co-working and this is a day where I'm supposed to upload to Society6 and to Zazzle and to do this repetitive work, which I hate. But I met up with 2 friends of mine that I met when I first came to Bansko. It was quite unique because they came like a day before me and we were all living in the same building. They were like a floor above me. And I remember when I was talking with them, and this, mind you, this was May. The channel started making money in April and maybe made like $200 in April, which is not enough. I didn't know that I'll be able to do my Portuguese citizenship from here, from Bulgaria. I didn't know that I could make residency. I didn't know that Israel has a treaty with Bulgaria so I can get my my disability money here. And I didn't know what to do because I was out of Israel. In my book, in 3 months, I'm not getting my money anymore. I need to start working with clients again. And this couple, who are a couple of coaches, the woman told me, like, try for another month to put yourself in. Just be on YouTube. If this is something that makes you happy, just do it. You're getting better at video editing. Like, we sat down, it was, I think, like a 2-hour talk. And she said, like, if you have 3 months here that are set financially, because it's very cheap, I didn't even have an idea how cheap it's going to be. Just do another month and a half of YouTube. And then, if you still need instant money, then take clients, but try. And then her boyfriend came. And I remember that day so vividly. He was like, telling her, maybe don't tell her to do that so intensively because YouTube takes a lot of time, to get monetized can take years. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm already monetized. And he's like, when did you start your channel? And I was like, January. He was like, stop everything you're doing. Just do YouTube. Like, this is not realistic to get monetized after 3 months. And I don't like flattering myself, but like I had no idea what I was doing. It's not like I took a course on how to open a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I saw them 2 weeks ago, right in the same day that, you know, I was realizing the fact that I really don't have to work. Like, it hit me. I mean, I know it for months now. I know that I don't actually have to work, but it really hit me now. I don't know why. And then I went to the co-working and they were both there and I was just lost. I didn't even want to open my computer. Like it was closed. Like I didn't want to carry my charger, so I came in with a full battery, and the full battery remained until I went home a few hours later because I spent all of these hours just talking to people. And it's not just that, but you know, that day there were also a lot of people that I knew from the month of May when I came here that I suddenly saw again because I went out into the world of the living after massive paralytic episodes with breaking my coccyx bone, finally starting to go after not being here. I was at the seaside and finally coming back to that co-working space where I was in May, at the end of May and the beginning of June, and meeting all these people, talking to them, meeting some new people, giving them advice about Bansko, and especially that couple. And I sat down with that girl again and I told her, thank you. Like, seriously, thank you. You were the first people that I thought about when I saw, like, when I realized this thing that was built all of a sudden. And I also found art, which is something that I never believed I could. I always saw myself as a graphic designer and you know, product designer. I never thought that I would be an artist or an illustrator or something. I'm not saying I'm the best, you know, but I like what I do. I literally, like, I ordered test products from InPRNT, and I can tell you guys, I could have ordered, you know, 2 prints and 2 cards, but I ordered prints of every single thing that I designed because I was in, this is mine. I finally found what's mine, and it's paralyzing. And she convinced me to do something that I never thought I would do if it hasn't had anything to do with, you know, being paralyzed, which is to take a break from YouTube. Now, I don't mean taking a break from you guys or taking a break, you know, completely. There are, at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, around 600 unanswered comments on the channel from the last few weeks. And it's going to take, I really want to pay attention to the comments. Like, I don't want to just reply, thank you. Some of you guys really wrote like long comments. So it's going to take me roughly 2 days just to answer. And I love your comments. Sometimes it take me, like, sometimes I sit down to answer and I just read all of them and forget to answer because you said something that really touched my heart. I have over 80 DMs on Instagram that I want to go over. I have 4 suppliers that I'm currently in contact with to do designs for, to get testing products here. 2 of them offered me money. I sort of said no. Like, one of them offered me money and to send products because that's how they work, and I sort of didn't sign any agreement because I didn't want to. And the other told me, like, hey, we can offer you any compensation you want, as well as, you know, sending you the products. And I just wrote back, just send me the products. I don't want any compensation because I want to remain neutral. I don't want to have anything sponsored by or stuff like that. I want to remain neutral and really say what I think about products. And one of these suppliers is like for 14 different items. So I really want to invest my time designing them. And there might also be another different collaboration with Creative Fabrica. So that's going to take time. And I want to live my art. I want to do more Skillshare courses. I want to upload my designs. I want to do so many things. So there will be 3 more videos, if I'm not mistaken, after this one. So right after this one at 8 o'clock is going to be automatically released the video with the bundle box for the month of February. So you can go ahead and check it out. It's going to be at 8 o'clock p.m. Bulgaria time. There is also a link down below to the bundle box itself, so you can go ahead and check it out. I really like what I put in the bundle box this month. And there are 2 more videos planned that I wanted to do for this month, which is how to find good things for print on demand on Creative Fabrica. and sort of how to sell personalized portraits on Etsy, but more like tips for selling personalized portraits on Etsy, whether you're doing print on demand or printables. But for the 2 weeks after that, I will try to get rid of my YouTube addiction and not post videos on YouTube. I will still be answering comments. The community tab is going to be up and running. I'm going to keep you guys updated and actually achieving my goals. So, you know, you guys are the best accountability. I could never imagine having 12,000 people as my accountability buddies. So the community tab is going to be super filled, and I'm also going to be doing a lot of surveys on the community tab of this channel, you know, asking you guys what kind of content do you prefer, where do you sell, what do you want me to do, what products do you want me to get for testing. I have also 3 orders from Printful on their way to me. I'm super excited. We just went all out this month, like coding joke t-shirts. I think I ordered almost every single type of t-shirt from Printful, and hoodies, and pants for men, and a backpack, and so many cool stuff. So like, I'm super excited. But with that, there is also my goals for the month of March. So my first goal is the store on Payhip. I want to create my store on Payhip to have a fonts bundle, to have I think a Procreate brush bundle, and also you have all the monthly boxes bundle, and a bit more graphics to get you started, along with a lot of other freebies, as well as some, I don't know, I want to do like some guiding PDF stuff, whether it's organizing like planners that you guys can just download, to do a resource page where everything is written together. And the thing is that once that is done, I also have to go over 200 plus videos on YouTube and change the description to edit to have that link there. So everything that I'm doing with the business, every major change causes going back to YouTube and doing some changes. So my second goal will be to go over all the videos in my description and basically changing the links, because some of them still send to an Etsy product that doesn't exist. I also want to finalize designs for my tarot card deck. I did 5 designs for 5 cards, and I didn't like them. Then I designed some other stuff. I did like them. I uploaded them. I want to make a full video on how to make and sell your own tarot card print on demand deck. And it's going to be part 1 and part 2 about how to find a supplier and how to design, and then reviewing what I get. So I actually need to finish. And I don't know if you guys know it, but creating 72 different art pieces takes time. I might even do 2 decks, because I might even also do 1 full deck just by using Canva or Creative Fabrica. So that's going to be interesting. And I also want to do more physical painting. I want to get back to physical painting. There is a painting shared class that I'm taking, like a physical class, every Wednesday. So yay, tomorrow, painting at 7 p.m. It's going to be fun. And I want to do more physical paintings. Now, I also wrote down in personal goals that I want to decide if I want to stay in Bansko or not. Well, we want to decide, but it's possible that during the month of May and at the end of the month of April, you'll be seeing my dad in this channel again. And it won't be because we're doing a Zoom meeting and recording, and it won't be because I'm going back to Israel. It's because my dad will be coming to Bansko. So, hey, I need to stay here for at least 2 months. So that has been off the record. But we will probably won't be staying in this current apartment. This was an apartment that we took for 2 months just to see, you know, if we want to stay in Bansko or not. We didn't really look for a lot of apartments. We just found this one and said, okay. And it's the winter center of Bansko. We're really close to the gondola and the ski lift. But if we're going to stay here in the summer, it's really not where I want to be. And also all the terrain here is up and down. And I really need some straight walking because my back is killing me. So we might end up moving again. That would be nice. Another 2-3 days of moving and then back pain. Yay! Not to mention all the time you have to put out to find a place, and just thinking about it makes me want to just extend the rent here. Again, I don't know. These decisions sometimes is something that occupies your brain even more than, I don't know, any other physical action you need to do. So I also want to finalize my 10 niches that are like the collections for Teepublic. I think like right now it's sort of all over the place. So I have jigsaw puzzle lovers, LGBTQ+, mahjong lovers, cat lovers, dog lovers, cute animals, year of the tiger, my inspiration, holidays, and tarot cards. Now, I do want to keep holidays and tarot cards, but I want to put in like coding jokes, and I'm really getting into that. Of course, the jigsaw puzzle lovers is staying. Maybe some of my cute animals is gonna go away. Some of my designs, I think, that were made just for tutorials, they might go away. I still don't know. So I want to finalize these 10 categories, these 10 collections, these 10 niches on Teepublic moving forward, and upload to them, mostly to the coding jokes. I really am into that. Another thing that I really need to do is arrange my computer. It's a mess. So many things are in the downloads and in the desktop, and there are things that I'm uploading to InPRNT now that are in a folder called Society6, and I really need to take like a day to rearrange my computer and also go over all the things that I have in my phone. I keep like finding myself wanting to record, so I need to delete stuff from my phone so I'll have enough data to record. So yeah, that's something that I definitely need to do. I want to take more Skillshare courses. There is the collaboration with Creative Fabrica that might happen, and I'm not going to tell you what it is until it's finalized. But if it does happen, it's going to take a lot of my time. And then there is meyaroyo.com that I want to work on a bit more and put in more of my designs and show off my style and my collections and make like my artist website. And Miss Jigsaw, that needs to be live, all while also helping my boyfriend launch a jigsaw puzzle store. So it's gonna be an interesting month. I think I pretty much summed it up. So there are gonna be 3 more videos following this video. One with the bundle box for the month of February. That's gonna be in just, I don't know, like 25 minutes from now. It's gonna be on. The second one is going to be all about tips and basically shining a light on the topic of selling personalized portraits on Etsy, whether it's print on demand or printables. And I'm also going to be giving tips on how to do it, like if you're using a certain software, if there are Skillshare courses that can help you get better at it. I want to create like a really in-depth video on that topic, as well as how to find good things for print on demand and Creative Fabrica, this enormous database. But after those videos, I'm going to be taking a 2 weeks no filming break, or at least not uploading, to focus on my art and on us. I mean, on the May Tribe, on our Facebook group, on our goals together. And I'm really excited, guys. By the way, if you like this video and find this content useful and want to see me do monthly videos of how I failed to reach all of my goals, please hit that like button down below, because every time you do, it really does help my channel. And subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. I would like to say thank you for all of the amazing comments and DMs that I got following the last 2 most revealing videos, I think, which is like 9 reasons why my Etsy shops failed and what I learned from it, as well as the video of me leaving RedBubble. You guys are so amazing. I mean, I remember looking and like friends of mine are saying like, oh, you're gonna have 100,000 subscribers soon, and I'm looking at the leading people in the industry of print on demand, and I see like this array of comments, even on live chats, like, oh, help me make money, and everything is about money. And I look at you guys and your comments, and it makes me happy, because I feel like I might reach less people by not doing videos about this t-shirt trend is making us this amount of money, or I might be moving slower than anyone else. But you guys are awesome, and I feel like in a way I attract myself. I see like in the past few days there has been over 300 people that I've either got a comment or a DM with that opened up about also having chronic illnesses, and I'm so happy that we found each other, that I attracted people who find print on demand to be more than just a system to hack the system, but something fun. Or printables. I'm not excluding the printables people. And you really make me happy, guys. And with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've seen any of my live premieres, you know what I'm about to say right now, because the live chat is going to go away in 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!